Good morning. This is Younique presenter number 2449, Christina Wells here. I wanted to show you this new technique that I've learned from a fellow Younique presenter about how to get the most length from your lashes and the most dramatic look without any clumps. Okay, first we're going to start with our Younique 3D fiber lashes. Put them up, take out your two tubes, just like normal. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and open these up. Let's get started. The key is going to be lots of thin coats. Okay, you can see I've already done all of my makeup. I have on our BB cream in Bisque, and I have on the blush in Stunning. My eye pigments are Sexy and Beautiful just in the crease. Okay, so I've done one thin coat here, and we're going to let this dry. So while that's drying, I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye. And this is just the transplanting gel. The instructions say you can use your mascara, but I love our transplanting gel so much that I use that in place of the initial coat of mascara. Okay, so I have one thin coat on, and I just have the shortest, saddest little eyelashes you ever did see. So, can you take a good look at that? Nothing. Sad. Pitiful. Okay, now let's do one coat, and we're going to add fibers this time. I'm excited. Okay, so another super thin coat on this eye, all the way to the tips. Okay, now I'm going to take my fibers, and I'm only going to use these pretty much on the ends. You can already see a big difference. Okay. And I'm going to leave it like this because I'm going to come back and I'm going to do 3 coats. I know that sounds crazy, but it's not going to be clumpy. It's just going to be long, pretty lashes. Okay, so you can already see a little bit of a difference there. Okay, now let's go to the other eye while we're letting this eye dry. This is going to be the key to your lashes not being clumpy and being super duper long, is waiting in between. Wait between each coat. I'm going to say like 30 to 45 seconds. Okay, so we're back to eye number 2. Just the thinnest coat of mascara just to kind of get them wet. Not mascara, transplanting gel. Okay, now I've got my fibers for this eye. I like to take mine pretty close to the root. That's totally a preference thing. The closer you get to the root, the more volume that you'll have, but also the more risk you have of the fibers going in your eye. So if you have super sensitive eyes, or maybe eyes that water a lot, that's probably not the best case for you to do. Okay, so you can already see a difference, but I'm going to go back now that the first coat on this eye should be getting pretty dry. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to seal it up with gel. Remember, always gel, fiber, gel. Okay.
Mommy, can I have a quick please? Can I have a quick please?
Yes. Okay, now I've got that gel on to seal it up. And then I'm going to go ahead and put on another coat of fibers, just a little bit. Okay, and this time I'm really just focusing on the ends of my lashes, the tips. Now remember, how you apply this is going to be how your lashes dry. So I want my eyes to look kind of open, so I'm focusing more on the middle area here. You can also do more kind of towards the corner of your eye, like more here, and that'll make your eyes look a little more elongated. Okay. So we have a thin coat on this side. Okay, now we're going to go back to eye number 2, seal it up, and do the same thing. Best to work with this with one eye at a time. That way your first eye can be drying. Okay. Seal this up pretty good. Make sure you get all the little ones over here in the corner. Okay. Now, fibers again. And this is going to give me like a dramatic look, and that's why there's so many steps. You can for sure do just one coat with more gel and more fibers and have a great result with one coat, but this is going to show you how to get the most dramatic look. Okay. Already we're getting a nice length, not a lot of clumps. Okay, I'm going to go back to eye number 2, and this is going to be, we're sealing up the second coat, and then while I'm there, I'm going to also go ahead and add another coat of the fibers, right just to the tips, and this is where you're going to see a huge, huge difference. Okay. Get all these tiny ones. Okay. Now while this is wet, let's go ahead and add a little more of the fibers just to the ends. Okay.
Mommy, look at the glass.
Now, are you able to see that? We're really getting somewhere here with this length. And remember when we started, I basically had no length at all. Okay? Now you can see there's a little bit of fibers that have fallen on my face here. Not a big deal. Just wipe those off. We're going to go back over here to this eye, seal it up, and add on that third coat of fibers. I know you're thinking, 3 coats? This is crazy. Don't worry. It's not going to look like Tammy Faye Baker. You're not going to look like a streetwalker. Okay, the key is going to be letting the coats dry in between. And the longer time that you have to let it dry, then the better it's going to look. Okay.
Can I have some chips?
Yes.
I want to pop them open.
All right. So I've sealed in those fibers from before. And I'm really liking the length I have here, but I'm going to get crazy and do another coat of fibers. I may be able to fly away with these eyelashes. All right. Do you see what a difference we have here from where we started? Okay, so let's not forget, I started on this eye. I need to go back and seal these up. And I don't have as much length over here as I'd like, so let me add a little more fibers. Okay, and you see these are just really light coats. Okay. Right, back to this eye, seal it up. Don't ever forget to do the part where you're sealing it up. That's going to be one of the most important things that you can do. That keeps your fibers lasting all day, keeps them being cry-proof, and it keeps those fibers from falling off. That gel is what sets them in. It's like your glue. Okay.
Can you open this for me? Can you open this for me?
Yeah, just a minute. Okay, and then I use this transpounding gel on the bottom just as like you would a regular mascara. Look at the length on these. Don't look too close. Got to get my eyebrows done. Okay. And if you remember, when I was on this eye, I added a little more fibers, so I need to go and make sure I seal those babies in. All right. Now, that is a dramatic eye. Look at that. And you saw where I started with normal eyelashes at all. So I hope that you try this new tutorial. You don't have to do 4 coats, but you'll see a huge difference as you start building and building and building. And the key, if you're going to build, is going to be to use very thin coats. So a lot of coats, but thinner coats. I hope that this works for you, and I would love to see your results. Post them in the comments. Have a good day, ladies.